we were able to shorten our journey to financial freedom from an expected 8 years to 6 years.
In this video, we're going to share exactly how we set up our financial system. It's so effective that we got to financial freedom 2 years earlier than planned. Hi, I'm Angie.
And I'm Tyler, and we're from Stroll to Freedom. We strolled our way to freedom over 6 years, and we did it while traveling half the year.
We hit our financial freedom in the summer of 2025, and in November, I got laid off. So we decided it's time for us to fully embrace the FIRE life.
On this channel, we're going to share everything we learned in our journey to financial freedom. So if you're also pursuing freedom in time, location, or finances, or if you're considering making the leap to FIRE, you're in the right place.
Believe it or not, the secret is be lazy and consistent. All you need to do is to be consistently lazy. Like Henry, our potato, all he has to do is to lounge on the couch.
This philosophy of laziness has been repeated by some of the most brilliant minds in finance, like Jack Bogle, the father of index funds, Warren Buffett, the wealthiest man alive, and Jay Collins, the author of A Simple Path to Wealth. All swear by the same thing: the less you actively mess with your money, the more it grows.
So what do they mean by that, and how can you actually apply their philosophy into your finances? In this video, we're going to share exactly how we set up our financial system.
Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll see why becoming a couch potato may just be the most profitable habit you ever build.
So how can you be lazy like Henry and building wealth at the same time? The answer is you have to automate the heck out of your financial systems. And there are 3 main reasons why automation is one of the best tools to get to financial freedom faster. Reason number 1, automation removes emotions. Emotions are the enemy of investing. Greed would make you buy more, fear would make you sell, and overthinking would make you miss out. So to defeat that enemy, you have to automate your investment so that it can grow on autopilot. J.L. Collins, he said that the market is going to go up and down. The trick is to ignore it. So the nature of the market is going up and down. What he meant by ignoring it is that you have to automate your investment so it wouldn't discriminate the ups and downs of the market. Another one, Jack Bogle, founder of Vanguard, father of index funds, he once said, "Stay the course. The secret to investment success is owning the entire market and doing nothing." Stay the course means that you don't panic when the market goes up down. Keep investing regularly over the long term. If you're on the financial freedom journey, we are here for a very long game, so don't panic. And owning the entire market, it means that instead of picking individual stocks, you should invest in broad market index funds like the S&P 500. And doing nothing means that once you have invested, be like Henry, just chill on the couch, don't sell, buy, or impulsively act on your emotions, or try to time the market. Just let your investment grow over time. Okay, reason number 2, takes advantage of dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is when you invest a fixed amount of money regularly, no matter what the market is doing. If it's going up, you're buying shares. If it's going down, you're also buying shares. And over time, your average cost will smooth out, so you don't have to decide when to invest or how much to invest. That takes a lot of stress out from investment, and that's the beauty of dollar cost averaging. So by automating your investment, your money moves don't get affected by your emotions. They happen when you are stressed, excited, tired, or even like binge watching Netflix. And that's the same idea with Ramit, the author of I Teach You to Be Rich. He also said, you don't need more discipline, you need better systems. And automation is to level up your systems. Reason number 3, have you ever heard of the famous saying for long-term investment? Time in the markets is way better time in the market. When I first started dating Tyler, he told me a quote by Warren Buffett. And over the years, he's been repeating that quote to remind us the approach to long-term investment. So Warren Buffett, he said, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. And we've seen that happen so many times throughout the 6 years. You will be surprised how many people cannot just deal with their investment. They have to actively mess around with it to give them a sense of being productive with their money and a sense of moving forward. And if you are really good at it and you enjoy it, so go for it. But for people like us who want to be emotionally free from the ups and downs of the market fluctuation, who wants to use our time for other things in life than tracking our investments, and want to sleep really sound at night, we would follow Henry to just be consistently lazy and automating our investments. 99% of life activities, the more productive you are, the better the outcomes. Except for long-term investment and meditation. The more you let go, the more beneficial not just for your financial health, but also your mental health. Throughout the 6 years of building wealth, we slept really well at night because 99% of the time, we didn't pay attention to how the market was doing. We just know that money has been consistently invested, and that's all we do. So automation would make sure that you sleep well at night and give your money time in the market. So it would have more growth and then you have less stress. Okay, now that you know why all the legendary investors wear automation, I'm going to show you how exactly we set up our investment systems to build our wealth without us doing nothing. So before I show the current system, I want to show the previous one. It was not bad, it was okay, but we could do better, that's why we changed. But I want to show the previous one so you can see the changes that we did into the system. So now, before, this is my paycheck. Before I get to my bank account, it would go to my 401k first. I took out some of the money to contribute to my 401k, and whatever left would go to my bank account. Here it would go to two main buckets. One is our monthly expenses, and then the other one is to invest. And this should be at least 10%. If it's not, then you should really do an audit on your expenses and try to extract at least 10% out to invest so you can get to your financial freedom. And then with the investing, this is the problem. I know that because I got my paycheck bi-weekly, so I would set a reminder on my phone telling me to invest. But then when I go in and start investing, I will be like, oh, the market doesn't look like it's doing well. Maybe I should wait for tomorrow. Or I would say, oh, it looks like going so high, it's gonna drop at one point. Maybe I should wait for the drop. And I just keep delaying it. And when even before the money can hit my brokerage account, it gets derailed. I would come up with something that I think is necessary to buy for me or for our household. So it got bleeding out. The way I set up this system, I put so much rooms for emotions to involve at this step, which is the most important step because we want our money to be in the market. We want to invest it, but I keep delaying just because I'm not emotionally ready. So that's why it didn't work really well for us. Now, with our current system, okay, I have my paycheck. The same thing before it hit my bank account, it will go to my 401k. Now, you have to contribute up to your employer's match, or else you just leave money on the table. And if you even feel more ambitious, max out your 401k. It's called tax advantage account for a reason. And you feel even more ambitious right here, you can do the mega backdoor Roth. Okay, so this is for retirement contributions, and then whatever left, it goes to my bank. Now, this is how I do it differently. This is where automation comes in. I would give 40% of my paycheck that goes to my bank, that will go to my monthly expenses. Right? And if you feel a tiny bit more ambitious right here, you can save a little bit more and put it into your IRA. That's another tax advantage account. And then I told the system to send 60% straight to my brokerage account in Fidelity. And here, so this is one part of the system. The other part in Fidelity, I set up a recurring investment. Now, chances are you know exactly how much the money that goes to Fidelity, right? Your paycheck shouldn't change the amounts every single month. So let's say I know I have $1,000 going to my Fidelity every month. In the recurring investment, I would set up every 2 weeks, a few days after my paycheck hit the brokerage account, I would put $500 into S&P 500, VOO, and the other $500 into like QQM. And I set it within Fidelity. The beauty of automation, and it takes out a lot of emotions, a lot of guesswork, and manual investment. And yeah, as at the end of the day, your investment should look like this: a potato on the couch. All you have to do is knowing that your wealth is growing while you're spending time on other fun things in life. And if you are planning to retire early next year, you have to watch this video because the market is very overvalued right now, so you need to be well prepared for your early retirement.